if our next guest agrees with that. He was one of those who voted for the motion that it is okay to be white in the Senate and joins us now. Good morning, David Leyonhjelm.
Good morning.
David, of course, is a senator for New South Wales with the Liberal Democratic Party. Why did you vote for this motion, Senator?
These motions are always a bit difficult. There's no room for nuance. But I took the view that if I didn't vote for it, I would be basically saying it's not okay to be white. And of course it is okay to be white. It's okay to be brown or black or any other colour that you are. So I took the view that it was just basically a common sense question. If it's not okay to be white, why not? And I couldn't think of a reason.
Yeah, I guess at the heart of this is the use of that term, it's okay to be white. It's been used in the States, we're told, by quite, by very right-wing, we're talking sort of Ku Klux Klan style people, to try and use it as a wedge in politics. So it's not the fact that it's not okay to be white. It's the fact that it is a term that's been used in that context, particularly in the States.
Yes, it has developed a bit of a following around the white supremacy group, if you like. Although I would argue, I disagree with Tim Fischer's view that that's an issue in Australia. I see very little evidence of that at all in this country. But there is a historical sense, I suppose, that there's something wrong with being white in today's society based on what white people did in the past. Slavery, for example, is something that not only white people did, of course. The Arabs were really into it big time, but it's mainly associated with something that white people did to black people. And so the question then is, okay, well, is there any inherited guilt arising from that due to the simply being white, whether or not you were involved in slavery? Is there something wrong about being white? And so there's a pushback against this idea that inherited guilt is a thing. I tend to go along with that myself. Okay,
but can I ask you, just going back to my initial point, is it many people will see this as a real dog whistle moment, that it's signalling to a certain part of the electorate that you think it's potentially okay to use that kind of terminology, considering it's been used in the past in the States in really quite marginalised, quite right-wing environments.
Well, I think you've got to take words on their simple meaning, not infer something that's not actually said. And the fact is, the simple words are, it's okay to be white. How can you disagree with that? It is okay to be white, it's okay to be black, it's okay to be brown.
But they weren't, Senator, to be fair, I mean, they weren't in that proposition, weren't they? It was only it's okay to be white. The proposition wasn't it's okay to be white, brown, yellow, any other colour.
Yes, it was Pauline's motion, so I didn't have any. I wasn't involved in writing it.
Why didn't you abstain? I mean, if we take your argument then to its, it means that perhaps that those who voted against it, they don't think it's okay to be white. You see what I mean?
Yes. Well, I wasn't prepared to support or to oppose it on the grounds that it would be inferred as it's not okay to be white. There's something embarrassing about being white, and I didn't want to. I didn't want it to be interpreted in that fashion
but
either.
But it is a bit of sophistry, isn't it, Senator? I mean, really, know how this has been used, this slogan, in as Tim Fischer said there, in a poisonous and noxious way. It is at the heart of white supremacy.
Yes, except that the motion didn't say anything about that. It didn't put it in that historical context. It was just, it's okay to be white. And on the simple words, it is okay to be white.
Okay.
I don't accept Tim's assertion that Australia has a problem. That's an American issue, that it's linked to white supremacy. I also just, can I mention that I'm a Libertarian, the Liberal Democrats are a Libertarian party. We treat people as individuals, not as members of a collective. So Martin Luther King's statement, he wants his children to be judged on the strength of their character, not the colour of their skin. That's very much our motivation. We see people, as individuals, not as black, white, male or female, gay or straight, or anything like that. We take them as individuals.
Yes, well, in that case,
we don't like a collective definition.
Yeah, but in that case, then it would have seemed the sensible thing then to say, well, this motion, it should have included all the other groups as well, because it's only got white in it.
Yeah, I accept that. I didn't write that. But you deal with it on its simple words, and I did that.
Okay. Do you in any way acknowledge that this has been hurtful to other communities in Australia?
No, I don't think so. I know plenty of people who are not white, and I don't know any of them who've interpreted this in a negative fashion.
Okay.
They would also have to come to the conclusion that it was not okay to be white. And I don't know anybody who thinks that.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you, David Leyonhjelm there, Senator for New South Wales with the Liberal Democratic Party.